Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, more good news for cruising restarting. It looks like the government, the CDC, and the cruise lines finally held their meeting. That's right. It might have taken another week, but with what happened last week in the White House with the virus and things like that going on, it is very understandable of why that meeting did not take place last Friday. But sure enough, they held it on yesterday, coming up on October 9th. And in this meeting, they had the co-chairman of the Health and Safety Committee from Royal Caribbean and Norwegian Cruise Line. They had the CEOs from Carnival, MSC, Royal Caribbean was there, Norwegian was there. They even had a Disney representative there for their cruise line, as well as a representative from the CDC. And they were going over the 74-point plan that the Health and Safety Sail Committee put together to resume sailing safely. And CLIA has also officially adopted all of these proposals as well. So basically 95% of all cruise lines in the world have adopted these processes to keep people safe. Mike Pence thanked them for, making their focus of the restart safety and keeping people safe, both crew members and passengers, not just passengers. They made sure that in their game plans, the crew were as protected, if not more protected, from any kind of contact than passengers, which I think is really, really something you often hear, that cruise lines often, don't treat their, crew members very well. Well, in this case, they even made a point to say how well that they were protecting their crew members. So bravo on that state. Now, they've had the meeting, and both guys, both sides came out of this meeting with very, very positive feelings about the restart. Mike Pence, the Vice President of the United States, actually said, thank them for this and their safety. And he says their intention is looking at now how to start the maritime economy, right? Everything's about getting going again, because the economy's been devastated these past 7 months in a lot of places. Wait till you hear what's going on in some places in Alaska that I'll tell you about later on next week. But they're saying we have to give this a try. And a lot of the things that are positive in this that they're looking at is the state of Europe opening up, and that how things are going there. If there is no spread between now and the end of this month in all those cruises that are going on Europe, if there's no big outbreak or anything like that, then that is a huge step in lifting the no sail order. Because so far, for 2 months or more, cruise lines have been sailing in other countries, even though there has been a growth and a spread in the countries they are at. There has been nothing on the cruise ships, which is kind of showing that going on the cruise ships is actually safer than staying home in your own country almost, because you still have to go shopping, you still have to work in your own country, you still have to eat, you still have to use public transport. So, there's a lot of things going on that you cannot just stay home and live in a little secret bubble and you grow your own food, you make your own entertainment. That's not the way things work in real life anymore. But everybody came out of this meeting with a very, very positive attitude about the restart. And they even mentioned how all these cruise lines have also not only just gone another month past the no sail order, that they are going to be taking all this time to, get things ready, get things right before they set sail. And that is a key. I want them to take their time. I do not want them to rush this as much as they really want to. I want them to get it right, because if there's a huge outbreak or a big something happen on board, then that will just devastate the industry, and you think those ships being torn apart in Turkey will have so much work with cruise ships being scrapped, it'll make your head spin. But so they need to get it right. But everything looked so positive coming out of this meeting. It's really the biggest hope we have since all this started, of this actually coming to an end and we actually start to see the cruise industry start up again. One other good thing, that we've been hearing those rumors about crew members. Finally, they're getting calls, they're getting training to get back to their ship. During this call, it was actually stated as a fact that the cruise lines have begun calling back their crews. So it's no longer a rumor. It's no longer, yes, it could be. I've heard it from this guy and I've heard it from this person, but now it's a fact. The cruise lines themselves have admitted they've started getting their crew members back on board so they can be prepared to do this when it all ends. And they are adamant about it being a slow, gradual start. They are adamant about keeping everybody safe. They are adamant that that begins at the cruise port, not just on the ships. So a lot has happened in this call, and I, for one, am very, very happy. Like I said, whether you want to go on a cruise or you don't want to go on a cruise, that's not the point. The point is so many people's livelihoods are affected by this that they should at least be given the chance to keep their jobs, to keep their companies. Like I said, they have been the only one in the world that has been officially shut down and not allowed to sail all this time. Grant you, in places now, you're seeing bars closed again. You're seeing movies closed again. You're seeing a lot of things reintroduced and closed, but they did have that chance to open. And some of them that are being closed, like restaurants and that, are still allowed to open for takeout, or still allowed to open if you have patios. And, there's a lot of things that can still happen. Cruise lines have been just completely gone. You cannot do it. And, it's not even a matter of for till the end of the month, like everything else is. We're doing this for 30 days. We're doing this for 30 days. They've done it for 100 days and another 100 days. And then the last time they wanted to do it for 150 days. So yeah, I'm glad that this is happening. And one of the other big things they also mentioned is that the cruise lines will be bringing on that very quick, less than 15-minute test. They've begun ordering as many as they can get their hands on. Now that there are 7 approved now, I believe, in the United States that are under 15 minutes. And there's one out there that is actually being touted as one of the next ones to come out as a test. It can be ready not in minutes, but in seconds. How big a game changer would that be, that you could go to get your test and have it right away, instead of going home and having to wait for it? That would be an absolute amazing thing for everybody right across the world right now, because that's what we're in desperate need of. But all signs are positive looking right now. Positive. How we haven't heard positive in a long, long time. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe... Oh yeah. And happy birthday to me, if you lasted this long in the video. That's right. It's my birthday. I heard good news on my birthday. I'm good. So hit that subscribe button and have yourself a safe and a great vacation.